Page 46 in the Suite by and by. Key of F major again, got one flat, B flat. 4/4 time now, and we have a 1 beat pickup, so we're coming in on beat 4. 4 and 1. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and that first full measure there on page 46. What page are we on? 46? That's nice. Bring the second finger down to the D here, because you need the thumb for the C. So you're just reaching down one is all. And then at the end of the line, it's the end of a phrase. You lift up and move. Put your thumb on F. So then in the second line, second measure, you're here. Again, end of a phrase, but you got to move the hand. You want the third finger on the F. So where you were at the beginning, and that's page 46. 47 is the chorus. So you're here. At the end of page 46, now you're just simply going to move. Again, you're going to lift up because of a different phrase. And you're here. In the first line on page 47, the last measure, in the right hand you have a G, B flat. It's kind of, you're doing this with wrist, of course. If you can, bring out the B flat. Put a little more weight on the B flat. Anytime you have these multiple notes, try and bring out the melody if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. It takes time to develop that control. But keep trying, because eventually it'll happen if you keep trying. Now, in the second line on page 47, the last measure, you have a hold. Then we have that pause, the two little lines in there. Call it susura or susura, however you want to pronounce it, I don't care. It simply means stop and be quiet for just a moment. How long that moment is, it's not very long usually, but it's just a moment. With a metronome, I just add 1 beat. I'm quiet for 1 beat. So it's like that measure would be 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, pause. And then we keep going. That's pretty much it, I think, for this piece. I think you can handle it. At the bottom, you just got to come up, third finger on F. Yeah. Left hand is supporting this throughout. Keep the left hand soft. It's got the chords. 1 chord, 4 chord, and the 1 chord, well, sort of, part of the 1 chord, huh? Second line, second measure, 5/7 chord. That's pretty much it for the left hand. It's just chords. Keep it down. Dynamic wise, this is soft. That's melody. So the left hand has to be softer than that at the beginning. You decide how soft is. It's not really soft, it's just soft. And then when you get to the chorus over on page 47, you can get a little louder. That's the melody. There. And then down at the bottom of page 47, second measure, you got that decrescendo where you can get softer. That's the left hand's going to do it. The right hand, you're done. You just played your note. That's it. And there's a retardando, so you can slow down a little. That's not bad, I hope. And while I'm here, the last line on page 47, second measure, that fermata, I'm going to follow the fermata in the left hand as a quarter note. I'm just going to hold that for 2 counts, and then the right hand is however many I got to hold to match what the left hand is doing. So it's 1 and 2 and 1, hold, and then we either go on, we repeat, or we go to the amen. Now, pedal-wise, they're pedaling a little bit, and I'd like to talk about it because now we got to be careful with the pedal or we can really mess this up. On page 46, first line, I'm going to push the note down first in the right hand, the C, and then I'm going to push the pedal down. I'm going to leave the pedal down while I play the chords in the left hand. I'm going to lift the pedal with the hand so I get a little silence before I play the 8th notes. So the pedal comes up with the hands here, so it's here. Like so. All I'm doing is connecting the these chords together really. And the second line, same thing. I'm going to lift the pedal up before I play the eighth notes, so it's here. Right. Third line, same thing. Well, page 47 gets a little trickier here. At the top, I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. Now the left hand stays down. It's a half note. I'm going to lift the pedal after I play or as I play the eighth note C. Here. When I play it, pedal comes up right there. I don't want to pedal the A. The left hand is still down. I can still hear it, so it's here. Like so. So it's clear. I don't want to pedal this. In the second measure, that's the same as the pedaling we did on page 46. The only difference is the left hand stays down, so I'm lifting the pedal with the right hand because there's a phrase break there. In the next measure, I recommend you only pedal the first 3 beats, not the 4th beat. As you play that 4th beat, the A and the B flat C, lift the pedal up there, because we don't want to catch this. So that last measure, the first line is here. And then you can put the pedal down, and the next line is pedaled the way we did on page 46. Except the left hand stays down, so you're lifting the pedal with the right hand here. Now, in page 47, second line, second measure, there's no phrase break, so the left hand isn't lifting up. So here, you simply lift the pedal up when you play the 8th note in the second measure. So the first 2 measures of the second line is here. And then the last measure, you push the notes down. And the pedal and the hands come up at the same time, so we get a pause. And then you go on. And then the amen, you overlap that pedaling at the bottom. Push the notes down. And then play the notes in the next measure, then change the pedal. And at the end, the pedal and the hands come up at the same time, and that's the pedals. You may have to mark it in or make notes or however you got to do. Go over this part of the video a few times till you're sure you understand the pedaling. There's one tricky little spot in here I want to point out, and that's on the first line on page 46. Look out. As far as I'm concerned, the arrangers shouldn't have done it this way, but they did, so we'll deal with it. In the first full measure, you have here. Well, in the third beat, you're playing a 4 chord in the left hand. You're playing a G in the right hand. But notice in the left hand, you're playing a D, part of the chord. Well, the last note in the right hand is a D. It's the same key. That doesn't work because the left hand's already on that note. So what you're going to have to do is release the D early so you can, the right hand can play the note. Like so. It's the best we can do. It's as close as we can get to it. A good arranger would have caught that and made done something else. You know, he could have just as easily made that D a quarter note and a quarter rest there, which is basically what you're going to have to do almost. I like to play this. I am only going to repeat it one time, even though there's 3 verses included. I'm going to slow because we want to check the notes and the rhythms. We're just going slow. You can perform it later. So I'm going to give us 3 counts because it comes in on beat 4. So it's like 1 and ready and go and. Alright, right hand is here, left hand's here, foot's on the pedal. 1 and ready and go and. repeat.